Oh, okay, this is weird. Okay, well, I'm just gonna I don't feel like doing an intro. No, I haven't filmed the video in months because I've been so busy with school, but now I have 4 days of school left. So now, I'm almost done with everything. So I figured why not get back into everything. But since my prom is today, I figured, I'll just do a get ready with me for prom. Why not? It's an easy video. I will just talk about some drama I got going on. But before that, I got these things on. I gotta take them off, and then I'm gonna wash my face with a spin brush and Cetaphil to because I got like 2 pimples that grew here for no reason. So I'll be back, and then I'll start my makeup, and then I'll give you a nice drama-filled video so you're not bored watching me get ready for prom. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. First, I'm gonna start off with I'm not gonna like say what I'm using because I'm not a beauty guru. I just don't feel like doing that. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, don't open your mouth when you spray that. So I'm just gonna show it. If you really care, just ask, I'll tell you. So let's dive into this drama, because I'm gonna call this Get Ready With Me for Prom plus Storytime. Why is it so red right here? Oh my god, I think I might die. Yeah, so I'm gonna like call this like Get Ready With Me for Prom, also Storytime, because my friends are assholes. Okay, so both of the people I'm gonna be talking about know of my channel, and one of them is subscribed to me, but I don't know if they watch my videos, so I'm just gonna be careful. I'm not gonna give away too many details, because it's like really, it doesn't involve me, but this happened to my best friend. So this guy, okay, my best friend, I'm gonna call her Susan. I'm gonna call her date, Tony, and I'm gonna call the other girl involved, Margaret. Yeah, just to spice things up. Oh my god, why is it so red here? Is it from those sheets? Are you joking? That's not supposed to do that. Oh no. But yeah, no, Susan told me that, I can do this, so I told her I'm not gonna give out names, I'm not gonna like go into too much detail.
I end up going into all the details, so
I'm just gonna explain what happened. So basically, first let me give you a backstory to just give you like a vision of like how this actually is. Last year, oh my god, I just stabbed myself in my nose. Did you just see that? Ouch. Did you see that? What the hell? Maybe I shouldn't be telling a story. I just got like chemical burns and then I stabbed myself in my nose. Well, I'm gonna still tell it anyways. So basically last year, Susan went to prom with some dude and he ditched her for another girl at the prom. So it was kind of So this year we were excited to go because we were me, my date, Susan, Tony, and Margaret are all friends. Margaret has her own date. So why did I choose Margaret out of all names? So we were all excited to go because, you know, it was gonna be fun. And then okay, keep in mind, Tony has been in love with Susan for 6 years. Like, we've known Tony since 7th or 8th grade. And so we've known him for a long time. So we're pretty good friends. And, Susan was like, well, let me just ask Tony to prom, because she wants a date, and, like, we're all friends, so we thought it would be fun. So the one time, he texted her, and he was like, basically, she told him she just wants to be friends because she likes the way things are. So he was like, okay, do you mind if I, like, see other people? Obviously, it would be after prom. Would that bother you? And she was like, no. Well, I don't even think a week later, a couple days later,
Margaret,
so she walks into wherever we were, and she goes, guys, I think, Tony just added me on Snapchat. I think I'm the girl that he wants, to, like, get with or whatever. Because me and Susan thought that Tony had, this is so hard with the fake names. Tony had, like, a girl lined up, which is why he asked Susan about that. So we were like, okay, first of all, probably not. Like, who the hell do you think you are walking in here and going, I think your Tony and Susan dated for a little bit. So we got, like, an ex-boyfriend situation going on here. Yeah, so who the hell do you think you are walking in and going, I think your oh my god, and going, I think your ex-boyfriend is in love with me because he just added me on Snapchat. So we were like, what the no. So a couple days later, me and Susan were thinking, uh-oh, like what if Margaret was right? And like what if like her and Tony are talking? And so Susan was like, why don't you ask Margaret like whatever happened when Tony had you on. Oh my god, I poured so much foundation on. Whatever happened when you added Tony on Snapchat, or when he added you on Snapchat. And so I did. We got in the car and I was like, hey, whatever happened with you and when Tony had you on Snapchat? And she was like, nothing. Why? And I was like, oh, I didn't know if like we didn't know. I was like, oh, I don't know if like he like wanted something or like just wanted you on Snapchat. Like I don't know. So she was like, no, I think he just wanted me on Snapchat. And I was like, okay. I get out of the car and she goes to Susan. She goes, I didn't want to say this in front of Lily, but me and Tony have been talking. And I go, and when Susan gets home, she FaceTimes me and tells me this. And I go, what? First of all, first of all, she lied to my face. Second of all, like the reason she did it was because like she knew I didn't like her, so she didn't want to like start anything or like hear my response or whatever. So first of all, second of all, what makes her think that I would be any more mad than Susan? She actually dated him. Like, I'm just friends with Tony. Susan actually, okay, the names are so funny, I can't take this seriously. Susan actually, like, dated him. She's had, like, on and off feelings for him. He's been in love with her. And you'd think she'd be less mad than I would be. Really? So anyways, when Susan FaceTimes me and tells me this, obviously we know something's up. Because Tony had told Susan beforehand that he obviously wanted to like see somebody. And so we were like, god damn it, she was right. And it pissed me off that she was right because she was right. And so we're like, so what the hell? First of all, just let me make sure you understand this. The guy that Susan is going to prom with lied to her and told her, don't worry, I'm not gonna see anybody till after prom. So lied to her, and then her other friend says to herself, it's okay that Susan dated him for a little bit. I know their history. Let me betray her and start hanging out with her prom date. It would be different if it was after prom. So anyways, we didn't know the extent. We were just inferencing that it was going to like be worse. When, she said that they were just like hanging out and like going to each other's like games and stuff, like sports games. So we didn't know if they were like just friends or like if they were gonna like do shit or anything. So we kept an eye on it, you know, in our little like secretive ways. You know how girls are like stalkish. So the one night, Susan has Margaret's location on iMessage because like she picks us up in the morning, so like she wants to know where she is. So she has her location on, and she had like a little suspicion that something was going on because Tony never answered her texts because he was texting Margaret. Keep in mind, Margaret has a prom date too, so that's pretty shitty of her too. Not only to do to her friend, but to do to her prom date. So Susan checked Margaret's location on iMessage, and sure enough, she was at Tony's house. And we were like, what the hell is she doing at his house? A week before prom! This happened 2 weeks ago. It is now prom. This drama has been happening for 2 weeks before prom! So we're like, what the hell? What is she doing at his house? And so I texted my date, who's friends with Tony, and I told him everything. We explained everything, and he was like, what the heck? The day after we found out that Margaret was at Tony's house, my date told me that Tony told him, this is so confusing, I'm so sorry, that Tony told him that, oh yeah, she's gonna come over again, or she's gonna come over tomorrow and possibly make out. Oh, so now so you have a prom date, so you're gonna make out with, her friend, who also has a prom date, 5 days before prom! And so we're like, are you joking? Also, my date told me that Tony told him, yeah, we're probably gonna end up dating after prom. Excuse me? I thought you were head over heels in love with Susan, and now you just got over her like that, and now we're going to date her friend? Meaning her friend knows all this too. It's both their faults, not just Tony's. I'm not defending either one of them at all. I don't like either one of them now. So I basically explain like the bulk of the story. You get the gist that they're both and they went behind my friend's back to make out with each other and date now. So that's the reason why we don't have any friends, because They all end up being jerks. Let me just explain the complicated part. I was telling my dad this and he was like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, I know it's complicated. So bear with me. This is gonna be hard for me too because names. Margaret's date to prom, I'm gonna call him Josh. Just get this straight. Josh knows none of us. Josh doesn't go to our school. We don't hang out with Josh. We didn't know him before Margaret asked him to prom. We've met him once. And now his date is making out with somebody else's date. Yeah, we were gonna text him and tell him that, but we decided not to because we didn't want to mess things up. Aww. So, the whole plan of this is to keep it a secret that we know because, first of all, we don't want prom to be any more awkward than it already is going to be. But we also still have 4 days of school left and we didn't want it to be, like, painfully awkward with Margaret because, we go to school with her. So we just wanted to wait until this whole thing with prom and like school and seeing them and everything blows over. There's people that don't know and there's people that know that people know, but then there's people that don't know that people know. So let me explain who knows. So as of right now, as of what I know right now, Margaret knows that Susan knows because Margaret told Susan. Margaret doesn't know that I know because as far as we know, she doesn't know that Susan told me everything. Margaret doesn't know that my date knows because she doesn't know that we told him. Tony doesn't know that me or Susan know. So he's totally out of the loop. But Tony knows that my prom date knows because they're friends and he obviously told him and like they talked and everything. So this whole like circle of, first of all, reminds me of that Friends episode where they're all trying to hide Monica and Chandler's relationship and they're all like, who knows, who doesn't know, blah, 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 blah. That's what this reminds me of so, like, vividly. So, let me give my thoughts on it because, I just told you the story. First of all, I think we can all agree, who the hell does that? 1 to 2 weeks before prom, you start talking to your friend's prom date. She even told Susan, she was like, yeah, I know this shouldn't be happening before prom. I'm gonna tell him that. I think we should wait. 3 days later, you're at his house making out. Well, how'd that work? This is so fun. Like, we know so much that they don't know we know. And it's gonna be so funny when they find out. Anyways, so basically they f***ed my friend over 2 weeks before prom. So we already paid for everything, so it was too late to do anything about it. Now we just have to deal with it. Not to mention, who is that egotistical and like everything has to revolve around you that you stole your friend's prom date? It's on him too. He shouldn't have done shit. He f***ing lied to her face saying, oh, I'll wait till after prom to talk to anybody, don't worry. 2 days later is messaging her friend that a week later you guys start making. What? Are you kidding me? Who the hell do you think you are? You can't just do shit like that. Oh, by the way, I still have it. You bet your bottom I do, because it's a good-ass palette, and these people who are destroying his palette, for this thing is, stupid. Sorry, had to say it. Whoa, look at the difference, bro. I'll insert clips and videos, and pictures from the rest of the day, but I gotta go over to my friend's house so we can finish getting ready, and I have to eat something too after I just did all this makeup. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this fun drama-filled video. Moral of the story is, don't lie to your friends and don't steal someone's, date before prom. This isn't the end of the video, so stay tuned for more content.